welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another tutorial using the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. Is it Gingerbread Spice? Yeah, Gingerbread Spice. I always call it the Gingerbread palette, Gingerbread Spice. So the only other video I've done on this was my first impression testing. I will link it up in whichever corner it goes in. But yeah, today I just did this look here, which is kind of like P. Louise, where they do that higher kind of flick in the cut crease. I just wanted to get playful and I put on a bright pink lip. This is Too Faced shade It's Happening and it's so nice. These look like velvet on the lips. They're so nice, but they're so expensive. Also I'm on a little bit of a high because I just did a massive Morphe haul. Not massive, but for me massive. And I'm really excited for the James Charles palette to come. So yeah, that's neither here nor there for this video. So yeah, if you want to see how to get this look, we're going to do it in this video. Why am I so all over the place? Please be quiet. This is a great first impression if it's your first time here. Anyway, what? So we're just doing eyes in this video. I'm going to skip over skin really quickly, but everything I'm wearing I will link down in the description box down below. And without any further ado, apart from to tell you please subscribe if you haven't already, let's jump into how to do this eye look using the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. So I've already gone ahead, I have primed my eye just with a little bit of concealer, and the first shade I'm going to go in with is the shade Gumdrop, which is this gorgeous pink one. Because I was just sitting down to play on my other eye, I didn't really do this in a good order, but I feel like I need to just copy what I did so that it turns out the same. Look how pigmented that pink is. I'm just packing that round my crease all the way. Inner corner, outer corner. And I'm taking it above my crease, of course. And now that I've got it packed on, I'm just going to go in with a tiny bit of the same shade on the same brush and just start wiggling this around. Just dragging it out at the side. Don't worry about anything going on down here, that can all be cleaned up. We are just packing on at this point. Taking a bigger, fluffier brush in the shade Figgy Pudding. Swizzle that around up here. This is quite a dramatic look, so we're going all the way up to the brow and then all the way out at this side. So it's one of those looks you can just kind of get messy with. And then once you clean it all up and everything, it just looks good, I hope. Then I'm going straight in with a really deep reindeer paws. So I'm popping this in my crease as well. Kind of following the same shape that I did that pink. And I don't care how far down, I could put eyeshadow down here, it doesn't matter because we're going to clean it up. And I think, as always with my looks, it looks messy until it's finished. I'm going back in with the Gumdrop, the pink. Blend out the edges of this purple. And then back in with, oh sorry, it wasn't Figgy Pudding, it was Looking at My Cookie, that light shade that we used. I forget the shades are above the shadows, not below them. And just blending the edges of that pink. I want to go in with a bigger, fluffier brush and back into Gumdrop because I really want that pink showing above the purple. So I'm just using a dense but fluffy brush just to make sure that pink's actually on there. You can see it's starting to all come together. I'm actually going to dip into Figgy Pudding, the right shade this time, and use that to help blend that deeper purple into that pink. I think it just needs a mid shade between the two to really help the blend. See how much fallout you get. There's just no point in your base before this, in my humble opinion. And then, looking at the other side, I need a bit more looking at my cookie. Just up at this top bit. Just to blend it into my skin a tiny bit more seamlessly. And now I'm just kind of deepening up that outer V with reindeer paws. Just so that when I put my wing and everything on, it's still nice and deep in this area. But then a touch more gumdrop, just to make sure my edges are nice and pink and blended. I do find this palette just incredibly easy to use. Like, the quality of the shadows I think is really good. Now we've got that kind of matching in terms of the upper blend, I'm going to put on the cut crease. Now, I always use my Maron concealer wheel. I just love it. I just find that I can use, like, I don't use these two shades, but I use these three a lot, even for like actual face makeup, not just cutting my crease. But I really like this really light one for cutting my crease. And this is a Morphe brush. It doesn't have a name, it came in a set. But I will switch to another brush as well, just to help me out. So I'm going to kind of cut my crease just kind of as normal. So I'm throwing on the concealer just along my lash line there at the front. A semi-thick layer, and then I'm going to just open up my eye just like that, and you can see it's transferred up here. So I'm going to start taking that line all the way to my inner corner. I've done a few in-depth videos on cut creases, so I'll try and link them or put them down in the description box, or just search on my channel. I don't want to spend too long explaining it when I've done it quite a few times. But just take your time. I think a cut crease is like winged liner. I wouldn't even do it if you're in a rush in any way. One of my favourite brushes for cut creases is the Blank Canvas E28. It's literally just a really thin, fine liner brush. I find I get a lot of precision with it. And you just want to make sure your line is nice and curved and it's not got any like harsh angles on it, unless that's what you're going for. So we're just starting with a traditional cut crease, and then we're going to work on the flick, which I am never in a million years going to get to match, by the way, so we're just going to do our best, you know. So I'm just looking at my other eye as a guide. I think I've gone too low already, that's okay. Okay, I'm just being calm. Obviously when you do it, you'll just match it up to your other eye, so just, my only advice here is just stay calm, go slowly, and just don't freak out. And then I'm kind of just bringing that concealer in like a line, because we're just going to blend that out just at the side, just by patting over it with a brush that's got no extra product on it. Just keep wiping it off if you need to. Just smooth out the concealer on the lid. Just going to help it blend easier if you kind of smudge this line. And then I'm taking a clean concealer brush and I'm just going to smooth over my lid and just take off excess concealer, because you don't want it getting all chunky on your lid. You want to have kind of as little product on there as possible. So now I'm picking up a small brush and I'm picking up the shade Frostbite Me. which is a really vibrant, like silvery white metallic. It's quite hard to work with. To be honest, it's better over a tacky concealer base. And I'm going to press that over the first kind of half of my eye. So that was a couple of layers of that, and then I'm going in with one of my other favourite shades in the palette. Just can't keep it open. Holy crap. I'm gonna go nuts. Which is the shade Hot Toddy. Look at my creepy face behind this palette. This is a real duochrome shade. And I'm gonna slip that on this back half. Do not worry about the blend, we will come back to that. And also Hamish is doing the dishes very noisily in the kitchen. But when your husband is doing the dishes, you don't complain. Regardless of the fact I caught him putting a spoon in the bin the other day because he didn't want to clean it. Because he left porridge on it all night. So I'm just carefully going along that whole back half. It's like that, not looking the best right now. Same brush, I'm going to pick up Spiced Eggnog. I'm going to use that to blend these two shades together. This is like a more champagne kind of silver. Kind of goldy, silvery champagne. So to blend this line, which is now the most important thing, I'm going back in with Gumdrop, which is that pink shade. Ugh, itchy nose. And I start stamping it along that line. And I want that to come to a point and not be like chunky, so making sure it comes to a really sharp point. This Gumdrop blends really nicely into that Hot Toddy shade, and then a bit of Figgy Pudding, which is a kind of mid-purple. And I just kind of stamp, I don't tend to like swipe, and then a bit of reindeer paws. I want this outer corner to be the deepest part. And just keep adding deeper colours or lighter colours until you're happy. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm going to do is throw my wing off camera because it's going to take me about 17 years to put on. And then I'll come back and show you me like cleaning up. So I'll throw on my wing quickly and then I'll be back. So I've got my wing on, but I definitely need to fiddle with it more. Now we can do the fun part and clean up and kind of see it take shape a bit more. So just grab a makeup wipe and use your fingernail and just cut that off. So I'm just taking a tiny bit of the shade Gumdrop. That was too much. And I'm just gonna kind of flick this outwards just so it's not such a harsh line. And now I can see that I need to make this wing like way bigger to match the other side because I've done quite a dramatic wing on that side. So if I had a brush that would help. I'm just gonna fiddle about with my wing. And I'm also just dragging that under. I think that's okay for now. So for the lower lash line, I'm gonna grab a pencil brush and reindeer paws, that deepest purple, and run it along. And then I'm gonna grab Gumdrop, which is the pink on that same brush, and just start blending it. I don't mind this getting messy when I've not got my base on, because I can use my makeup wipe just to like rein it in and pull it back up a bit. But I do want to use more of that black liner because I like my outer corner liner to really match up to my lower lash line. So I'm just gonna make sure it all kind of meets up to my lower lash line, so it just looks more kind of smooth and a bit nicer aesthetically. And then on my inner waterline, I used the Sleek Life Proof Metallic eyeliner in Part-Time Lover, which is like a metallic kind of cranberry-ish shade. Just felt like it went with this look really well. So what I'm going to do is throw on my base and my lash, and then we will be back just to show you the final look with all my makeup done. It will look so much better when the rest of my makeup's on, but this is what the eyes are looking like just now. And when I film one eye, it's never as good as the one I don't film, so this will be the one I show off more. So this is the eye makeup with the rest of my makeup on. I've probably shown you what I was wearing. I'll link everything down below. I tried to do quite a lot of Too Faced just because it was a Too Faced palette. I really like how the eyes came out. They're probably not quite as striking. Like, I feel like I could have gone more bold, but I don't know, maybe some of you think this is too much makeup. Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how this look came out. I do really like it, and I feel good about it, which is the main thing. So I'm gonna go now film another video. So if you see me looking like this again, I'm filming 2 videos in one day, trying to strike while the iron's hot. That's not what I'm trying to say, but you know what I mean. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, or a thumbs down if you didn't enjoy it, because it's a free country. Leave me a comment down below, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye.